Hello, happy Wednesday, and we are back with more Factorio. We did let this run for a few minutes after the last episode, but it is still constructing those 3 solar arrays that we plopped down over here. So we'll let those keep going. I did also look over here and see that most of our upgrades have finished. I think that has to do largely with the fact that we did saturate all these belts with iron. So let's actually zoom in just a little bit here. I think today we're going to want to check on our chemical plants, our oil setup, just to make sure everything's running the way that we expect it to. Let's see here. We have these just stealing directly from those 2. Is that how we want that to go? I mean, it's probably going to use the same amount. So we should probably actually do it this way. Have this. Let's do this the right way. Let's have... Can we do it this way? 2, like that? Have one curve off, one curve this way, and then down, and then a splitter here. I think it's about the same, because the amount being fed through here should not really change, but we will see. Alright, let's... Cheers. We didn't run electricity to our new roboports over here. Instead, we put the wrong kind of pole, it looks like. Let's go ahead and place the large electrical poles. Is that going to get power now? Oh, we didn't get it close enough. Let's make sure we get the radar in there as well. Okay, so why are you... Okay, there we go. I was wondering for a moment why it was still blinking. So our chemical plant does appear to be working well. Let's check our reserves down here and how this is going. So petroleum gas is full and has been converting into solid fuel, and solid fuel is now all backed up. So I believe it has stopped for now. But it looks like the natural gas, the petroleum gas, is being used faster than anything else, which is kind of an inverse of how you would normally have it if you were just taking it off for plastic, since it was being converted into solid fuel there. So that's a much better setup than what we had up here. We cleared out a lot of this. How are these looking? We still need to wait for a lot of this to be used up. Okay, so that's good. I think what we need to do today, if this oil refinery is good, I think we actually need to look into making the blue chips. So for that, let's take a look at them again. They require green circuits, red circuits, and sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid gets made with the sulfur and the water. Let me actually take a look and see what the ratio would be here. Blue circuit. There we go. Also, what should we research next? Flammables. Follower robot count +1. Number of combat robots. We also have uranium processing. Well, we haven't started any nuclear projects just yet. We're not making purple science yet, so we might as well just go ahead and tick off all of these that we can get prior to purple science. Also, this is not close enough. There we go. Are we all good down through here? No. Not all of these have a good connection. So we just need to make sure that we get power to our roboports. It's one of the benefits of zooming way out, taking a look. However, then on the stream, everything is super tiny, and you have to kind of zoom in to get a better idea of everything. So, the blueprint for the blue circuit, let's see here. I think we'll want to go with something more recent since the 0.17 update. Something in the past month. Tileable blue circuits. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is ginormous. Which direction does it output them? To the right. Alright, let's see if we can copy this and see what it would look like stamped down. Let's see if we can paste it. Okay, it's not that. Blueprint. Nope. Our blueprint book. Not a new one. I always forget if you right-click on the book or not. Here we go. Okay, so... new blueprint. No, we want to import a string. That one. Imported successfully. Let's place it in the book. Blue circuits. Is it more than one thing? Right click. Oh, it's its own book. So this is supposed to be tileable, but it actually comes with the oil processing attached or not. It looks like we already have oil processing, so let's go ahead and take this one. This should be good. How do we get it? Left click. There we go. Now, I think we'll try to put this over here to the left if we can, possibly rotating it. Does look like the blue circuits would be exported in this direction, and things would also come in from this direction. So if we can squeeze it in down here, that'd be great. In fact, right there would fit. But it would come slightly over the green side of our bus. So let's see if we can't go ahead and take out some of this here with the help of some robots, and they should bring some cliff explosives with them. So if we get some more upbeat music here. Now this is all ambient. Let's see. Let's go with electro. We'll give that a moment to pick up. In the meantime, we'll take out some of these trees while we wait, because I do believe we'll get some robots down here with some explosives momentarily. If I remember correctly, we were... Let's see, can we click? Yeah, there they are. Nope. Here they come. Nice. Excellent. Get rid of this junk. Now we should be able to slide this over just a little bit more. Blue circuits. Let's move out of the way. See if we can squeeze it right in here. Oh, not that one. In fact, they can carry that away. What we want should be in our regular blueprint book. Where's that? It's right here. Oh, strange. It just made its own book. Never mind. Let's not... Well, never mind. He came and took it. Give me back. There we go. So the book itself, right-click. There we go. Then left-click on that one. There we are. So we were going to squeeze that in right here if we can. Perfect. Let's give it a little bit of space. Right there. Alright, so we do need sulfuric acid to come in here, and that's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. We could possibly make that right up here above it. taking a look to see what else we want to put in here. These, I believe, are beacons, and we don't make those yet. In fact, we may not have the technology to make those yet, which is fine. We can leave them ghosted. They just give buffs to buildings around them, from what I understand. But I don't think I've ever actually played with beacons. The last time I got to the end game, I don't think beacons were a thing. So, while that's being built out... Oh, we don't have blue either. We may have to manually make some of these blue parts. Looks like they made it out of blue and red. Interesting. Okay. In order to make sulfuric acid, we need sulfur, iron plates, and water. Water won't be a problem. We can pipe that over. We're getting some over here. Let's go ahead and bring the bus down. Let's also do the same thing here that we did just up above. Copy. And we'll bring all of these down. And let's do the same thing over here. Left, and you come straight down. We'll balance you later. There's a tree in the way. Gotcha. Looks like we placed that power line in just the right place, so that's awesome. Let's just walk it down. There we go. So this is going to be in the way. These guys are going to be in the way. And let's keep bringing it down. There we go. Gaps here. Just wanted to bring it down just below. Yeah, just below here. We know that we're going to have it continue down. Nice. Okay, so with all of this in place, then we know exactly where we can bring pipes under. We know that we're going to need to bring, for sulfur, we're going to need to bring the petroleum gas and some water over. Let's go ahead and get some pipes ready. We have petroleum gas already coming across here, and then it goes up. So let's bring it down as well to here. And then using a bit of a squiggle here, we can set it off to the left. There we go. Let's just bring it out some. There we go, that's as far as that can go. And then I think what we'll do, I love the swarms of robots overhead. So we'll have water come directly beside that. So let's say water that's being pumped in is right here. Oop. Just move on to the next one, refined flammables. Alright, bring the water out and over. So I'm okay with doing it like that, and then down here. Oh, you know what? We should bring it over just a little bit. Like that. That way we can turn. Water there, and then turn. Bring it underneath. And then out right here. Petroleum gas, water, perfect. Sulfur. Just needs those two. It is made in the chemical plants. I don't know how many of those we're going to need. But we could tile this in such a way that we can just keep extending it to the left, I believe. Alright, so we've got a couple. What do we have? Construct more machines using robots than manually. Nice. There's our chemical plant. We're going to want it pointing down, I do believe. Sure. We'll start one here. In fact, let's go ahead and start with 3. Let's say we know we want you to make sulfur. 1 may be enough for all I know, but... Sulfuric acid takes 5 sulfur, water, and iron plates. Let's go ahead and bring water in here. In fact, we can do it this way. There's the water. Put petroleum gas up like this. Nope, that actually needs to connect. That can just go like that. There we go. Alright, petroleum gas for all of those. You guys can go ahead and start. Making sulfur. Perfect. So, I think I'll have these pass... Do I want them to pass directly down? 5 sulfur, 100 water. Sure. If we need to... What's the ratio here? I guess if we need to restructure this, we can do that later. Let's put 3 more. Use fast inserters to pass the sulfur straight down. Into here. This is going to be making... No, not sulfur. This is going to be making... Redo. Sulfuric acid, it needs water and iron plates. So the water then... can be piped in a different way. Rotate it. No, we don't want to do that. How do we want to do this? Let's actually... yeah. Pass these down into chests. I'll let you keep 2 rows. And then 1, 2, 3. That'll also spread them out enough that the pipes can make their way down a little bit better. Because I don't know if this is the perfect way to do this just yet. It's a little cramped now that I'm looking at it. It would have been very efficient if that was all that I needed, but I actually need to get that water down here. So to do that, I'm actually going to bring our petroleum gas up 1. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Water. Okay, let's take these out. If we just have the water come across in a straight pipe, oops, then we can come off of that water down to here. On either side. Yeah. There we go. One of these is redundant, but I don't really mind that. Then we can have our petroleum gas feed in from here. Now it's gonna have to go a little wonky right here, so let's bring that back. Just the one is probably fine. Then go up and over, sure. There we go. Now we need to get iron plates in here. That should not be too difficult. We can bring the iron plates in a way where long inserters can place them. In fact, let's get rid of this here and let's put our long inserters on the bottom corners. Let's bring iron in right here. So for that, we need to pull it off here. Turn. Go under. Go under here. Oh, so we can just go over and under like that. That'll actually work. So are you making sulfur? You are making sulfuric acid, rather. Those are still filling up. That's great. Petroleum gas looks like it's moving just fine. So now we can pipe this sulfuric acid. It may be overkill. We could bring that off. Let's go ahead and bring that around to over here. We need to bring it down to here. Yeah, okay. Down and over. Is this a, what is that? Constant combinator. Let's go ahead and make one in our pocket. The robots will set them appropriately based on what the blueprint says that they need. Assembly machine 3s, we don't have those yet, do we? We do not. We could put 2s there for now and then remember to change them to 3s. We also don't have blue tracks yet. Do we want to manually do those? Probably. We made a constant combinator. I don't want to place it manually though because we'd have to set it. Oh, you know what? We actually need several, it looks like. Those here. We have to have copper and iron plates come in from there. Stronger explosives it is. Alright, let's pull off the other side for the iron plates. go. Iron plates to here. And then copper plates. Very similar. Other direction though. Ooh, snap, okay. Let's do that this way. This will make sense in a moment. Actually, we can go up one more. Two more. Rotate, please. Or not. There we go. Splitter. Snake. Sure. Plastic. Say no more. Plastic's gotta come from the other side, though. Similarly, we'll just snake that around. So will that let plastic through? How does that work? Not quite sure if there's like wires that I need to make. Do I have any in my pocket? I don't. Let me make like 5 of each of these just in case. I feel like I could manually place these belts. I just have to do it very close and very meticulously. So let's do the undergrounds first. How does this work? That's an underground to here, right? Oh, but blue reaches further than red. Let's replace those. Other way. Maybe we should go ahead and start making some blue belts. Didn't anticipate having to do that right away. Can we make blue belts? We don't even have the research yet. This may have to wait. What research is blue belts? Logistics system, personal roboport 2. Is it something so far in the future? Surely not. Just mousing over each one of these to see what they unlock. Or could I just not see them because they're not able to be crafted in my pocket? Nope, there it is. Just purple science, and then use purple science to research them. Great. Purple. Rails, electric furnaces, and productivity modules. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump to purple. And we will start that process and leave this momentarily. We jumped the gun on that one. Purple science blueprint. 0.17. Compact purple science. Ooh, okay. I like that. It does look like... Sorry, I'm going to lean in for just a moment. It does look like we need green, red... Okay, there's some particular things that need to be brought in here, but I've copied it to the clipboard. Can we paste? No, we have to actually put it in our book, it looks like. Compact purple science. Where'd it go? It's okay, we're researching purple science. We'll have that before too long. But it needs to bring in green, red, steel, iron, it looks like. And I can't tell what that other piece is. Just a moment. Let me zoom in here. That appears to be stone. Oh, for the rail. Gotcha. Okay, well, we'll leave that up on my other screen. And we'll find a good place to plop this down at. Now, we're making a lot of science up here already. We did just clear out a bunch of space over here. We have some space over here. Getting components over here is a bit of a chore. But honestly, this is super compact. This could go, like, right here. Possibly. Pipe there. Oh, there's a bunch of pipes around. Would that be too weird? Would that be too weird? You know what? Let's use that. I don't see any blue. No, we're good. We're gonna put that down right where it's at. We'd have to get stone down here. That's the only downside, it looks like. And we could finagle some secret stone down and around or something like that. We don't have any other stone mineable nearby, do we? Iron ore. We got a stone deposit up here. Let's get rid of that. And that. There we go. Stone down here. Almost closer. It is actually closer, this stone, but I don't feel like expanding the wall and getting that, so we'll figure it out. So while this is being constructed, these are assembly machine 2s, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like 20 of those. Raw resources here. We'll make those in our pocket while we wait. There we go. Let's go about bringing some stone down. I'm thinking I'm actually just going to bring it down like the left side over here. With some underground belts. Just kind of get it way out of the way because these could yet be expanded and I don't really want to eat into their space. Or we could bring it over here. But there's just so much over here that would be hard to kind of weave through. I don't know, the stone's way up here to the left. It's up here. So if we could get stone down across here, we could bring it down beside the solar plants. Sure, we'll try that. Okay, so stone is being mined up here. Ish. It's being brought over here for railroad tracks. $320K. How much is left in this? 2.9 million. Okay. Let's split it one more time. So we already know which one we want out of this, but we need purple for it, so we'll keep going with what we were doing earlier. Split this one more time. Oops. Bring stone over. Under here, don't want to kind of place things too much over the raw copper where I can help it. That's unnecessary, really. Okay, I want to bring this down and across here, so we'll do like that. Really, we'll just use up these underground belts, walk them out this way. No, too far. this is going to be there you are. The stone has made it. Now we have to be careful not to pick up any of these while they're full of stone, or it will put all of that stone in our pocket. Okay, how far down do we need to go? Okay, we are now out of underground belts. That's fine. We'll be brought some more. Just looking to see. Where do we place that? It was just down below here. Right here. So we do need to bring this all the way down past these pipes where they turn. Actually, no, we need to turn in first. Bring it in above this. Okay, so right where the solar arrays stop. We'll turn right around that point. Skip that. Okay. Back up here where we stopped. There we are. There we go. We'll turn here. Down here. Been a little close to these other things, but I'm okay with it for now. Funny enough, we actually need to bring everything in from the bottom. And stone needs to be coming in from this one. So we will just bring it down alongside here. Just belting it. Hopefully these are some of the last long belts that we really have to make. And then we can get on to actually having our robots do most of this for us. This can just go this way. Pull that off. Up like that. Stone. Then we need to have steel come into this one. Steel we can get from right here. Steel. Down a little too far because we already have a plastic pull off here, so let's bring steel across. Are they going in the right direction? We'll find out in a moment. Let's pull off here. And around. Under. Steel. Then we need... Oh, I missed those. Okay, stone bricks. Stone bricks will need to come in to this one. So what we could do is cut this off. Is actually... Do we not connect this correctly? Which is fine if that's the case, because we actually need to kind of cut the stone off. And put stone bricks on one side. So if we didn't turn it up here, that's great. Oh, we have these going the wrong direction. That's fine. Okay. So what we'll do, put stone bricks on one side of this. Preferably the bottom side or the left side. Stone bricks are being made here. Bring them over here and join them here. This is so funny. Okay. Can we get it to here? Ish. Follower robot count. Bring it back up and over, huh? Yep, that looks like what I'm going to need to do. And actually probably combine them up here instead. Righto. Let's just pick up all these stone and immediately junk them. Split off of this. Thinking that one side can come in like this. And one from here, which would mean up like that. Great. Stone bricks are now being fed onto this conveyor belt and brought down to here. So then we just need to connect this the way that we had it. And then we'll go pull stone off of the bottom until the stone bricks appear. It's only this stretch right here. If we watch closely, we can see them in between the slats. Streamlabs over here. There we go. Here they come. Just gotta watch carefully. Getting nearby. There we go. To pick some up. I think we may have actually avoided picking any up. Nope, they're there. Okay. So now we need to correctly turn this around. Or rebuild the whole thing? Ugh, okay. Is that how that's gonna go? I think so. Let's just run it first. Oh, these are pointing down, okay. Looks like it'll connect. Let's just kind of watch and see if we can see the materials. They stopped here. Why must you be so complicated? There they go. We'll just follow them down. Gotta babysit them. Everything looks good. I can see the conveyor belts moving south here. Wait. Yep, there they go. Alright, we're almost to the turn. Turns look like they're going in the right direction. through. Okay, we can run over here now. So we're gonna have them come out on this side. And I believe we can use splitters now to separate these into the right groupings that we want. So how do we do that? We right click on them? Nope. Left click. Input, output priority, left. And we could do left stone bricks. What does that do? I think it does actually just split them in half, which would be perfect if this is just stone. Great. And then this can come over. No! You. Gotta remember how this was. Okay, I'm looking at it over here. Gotcha, gotcha. It was straight from here, and then underneath to here, and then over to here, and then up to here, like that. So these stone bricks need to make their way onto this. Just do it that way. Yeah, we'll just paint them on. Why not? There we go. Underneath, stone bricks. Perfect. One moment. Alright, so now on the left side we need to have red circuits coming here and green circuits here. Should not be difficult. We can bring green across. The thing is we have all of these already in, so we can bring green right here. Maybe. If we pull off here, have it come up. No, we can't have it come around. We can't do this. A little spaghetti, but I'm okay with a little spaghetti. Up here. Under. Turn. Get rid of you. There we go. So now we should have some green coming through there. Green to here on the left. There you go. And now red to here. Red we have right here. Easy as pie. Actually, let's keep that down here. Red. Is this just going to start the way that we have it? Is there anything missing that we need to construct? I don't see any logistic stuff. Let's go ahead and have all this upgraded to red. I believe they just had yellow and red separately on here to tell us what the, so that there weren't confusing belts, because some of them are going underneath each other here. Or did that mess it up? Oh, snap. I don't know if that messes it up or not. They're not running yet. What are we missing? straight up through here and across here. We go back to our blueprint book. Which one was it? This one. Ah! Energy weapons 3. And then shift click. I think we may have fixed it, unless we undid something in the middle here, but I think we're good. We're gonna have a bunch of robots bring some yellow stuff down here, and the yellow was actually important, and I didn't think about that at all. We'll know if it's working if we actually are making these railroad ties. Wait, you need iron plates. Where are the iron plates coming in at? This needs to be iron plates. That's kind of hidden. Can't really see that very well on the diagram here, but we can get iron plates in here. Sure enough. Other way, other way. Yeah, iron plates need to come to here. Okay. Or honestly, just under here. Yeah, right here we will go. In fact, let's pull off the second one. There we go. Iron plates you go. Railroads. Need 30 for a blue science. Purple science. So we are now making purple science. Let's have them offload into chests first. At least for a moment. While we think about how we're going to get these up to the north. We don't have the logistics network to have the robots carry them yet. But we don't have to go... Well, I was going to say we don't have to go super far, but we do actually have to go pretty far. We pretty much have to take them back up this same route that we brought the stone down, because we need to get them up to our labs. Yeah, it's pretty far. We need to get them up here. That being said, we can feed them into the left side and turn some of these arms around. I wonder if that'll work. They're just kind of sharing what they need. Is that an okay thing? I guess it's fine. They're all operating. So yeah, we'll bring them up to this side here. Essentially, alongside in that fashion. Have them offload like that. Alright, let's run back down. they're being produced. We can then have them pulled out of the chests for that purpose. Oof, way down over here. How many have we made so far? How fast is this going? 7 each. Not super fast, but 'tis okay. You guys just go ahead and offload. How do we want to do this? It's probably, they're not going to be made fast enough for it to really matter. They might as well just go onto a conveyor belt together like this. And yeah, we're just gonna follow this back in the opposite direction. Did I pick some up? I feel like I did, but then I don't see them. Yeah, here they are. Here we go, underneath. We'll connect those in just a moment before we start running north. Okay, the pipes are going to be here, so we need to stay to the left some. Go ahead and connect those here. I may make a way for that to just double side, but again, I don't think they're going to be produced fast enough. Good, we missed the pipe. Honestly, this is going quite well. We just need some more underground belts now. Let's go ahead and make the one that comes out at. And we're actually here already. So once we get some more underground belts, we can just place those last few here. This is going to need to turn at this level here. Thank you very much for bringing me a few. For bringing me one. Like literally a half of what's needed for an underground belt. Thank you. This is one more. No, no, don't fly away. Give me that. Where are you going? Can I pick you up? I want to pick you up. There we go. I got 2 belts. Man, can we just ghost it? No, that doesn't work like a normal belt does. Okay, under, rotate, there, there, there. So whether they bring them to me or to the floor, they will eventually be made. And they've made their way up already. Okay, they're going to be constructed. That looks great. Hey, they come to me. Thank you. Now, is this side still completely blank? Do we not put anything here yet? Is this where we want to put blue? Maybe. Let's make sure this is working efficiently. You're not getting furnaces. You're not getting stone bricks. So the stone bricks are not coming in fast enough. Gotcha. Okay. We will up stone brick production. Something we haven't had to say in ever. Yeah, let's run back up here to our quarry. We haven't actually done much to speed it up. So we probably put some electric furnaces in. Here we go. Yeah, we're kind of working with a tight space though. Let's move this over like 3. If we can. Let's maybe pull this guy out. Here's what I'm thinking. Stone bricks go that way. This will be expanded with electric furnaces, and we'll put some more mining on here as well. Let's do another row here. Do that. Almost perfect. Yeah, I don't see those pulling so much stone out that this is going to be too cramped. All that should combine together onto this one here. And let's go ahead and pull this out and rebuild it. We will not need the coal anymore either. Okay, let's stop the coal. Still on a yellow belt here that never got upgraded. We must have built that like in between. Okay, let's let these kind of use this up. If it'll go fast enough. Nah, it won't. Let's just go ahead and take it. That's that side, this side. Also cut off the stone here for a moment. Let these guys finish, if they will. You out? Kind of. Okay. Just wanted to give our robots less work to have to do. Yoink! We're not going to need this anymore either. We're waiting for an army. Okay, there they come. So we're going to want just a chunk of this. Let's say we take a copy of that. 4, I think, might fit. So go ahead and clean these up, please. We're going to want the stone coming down. But that middle row is going to need to go... Oh, that can also go down. Okay, we're good. this anymore, I guess. There we go. That's going to come down and around. Do we still want that? No, we don't need that actually now. Or no, it gets split here because it goes down here. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that. How does our concrete look? That's been going for a while. Where's that being made at? This is walls. Concrete's over here. We have a ton. Let's go ahead and paint some in while we're waiting. I know I want it around my bus, so... Kinda wanted that to be straighter, but... Wow, that's actually pretty cool for as much as we could carry there. Grab some more. It's kind of getting wiggly there. I think it's using less because we're just placing it in the middle. I don't know if it goes underneath the rails or not. Actually, yeah, I think so. It's on another layer, because then you go even faster. Cool. We go up and down where the bus is all the time. So that is ideal. Did we place more storage somewhere? I thought we were going to do that. There's 25 there. Oh, that's right. We placed it further south, so that they would be accessible. How does this look now? We have purple science. It has been delivered, and it is backing up in a good way. Nice. Okay, so let's run back down to where it is going from. Actually, we could turn off the energy weapon research right now. What I am more interested in at this point is what's going to get us those blue... There they are. Logistics 3. Get us those blue belts. Let's write this down while I look up one more thing here. Oh, hello. Walls, right? Is that what that is? Yeah, those are going to military science production. Gotcha. And then this was cut off here. It can be used for blue science. So we did all of this ourselves, and this is probably not as compact as it could be. We figured this out on our own, which I'm kind of proud of. If we wanted blue belts, will this get us what we want? This is called all the belts. Blue belts require lubricant, is that right? Well, I can't see it yet. I guess I could see it if I looked on this. lubricant. Gotcha. Okay, I like this belt production. It's sort of like the one that we made up top for the inserters. So I'm thinking it could actually take the place of all of this, but I wouldn't want to tear them down to build it. I want there to be some redundancy, and then I can tear them out once this actually gets built. So let me copy this. If the components are still the same, let me just double check. Because red belts, yeah, they may not be actually. Let me find another blueprint here. Just gotta make sure. Factorio blue belt blueprint 0.17. Compact mall build everything. Oh wow, that is ginormous. But really freaking cool. Let me see here. Is there anything in here that we don't have? It's all blue belts. I'm gonna save this for later. I think we definitely want this later. But yeah, no, we can't do that right now. Science belt builds. No. We want blue. Let's see. All the belts. We'll go ahead and try it. Worst case, a recipe is changed and we will fix it later. So we've copied it to clipboard. Here. So this is early belt. Let's just look at it for a moment. The only thing we don't have is the ability to make blue belts. Nothing else is red. There's some chests in there, which we can make provider chests. Okay. So this is pretty compact. We could just kind of place it over here just beyond the others. But I do have to figure out exactly which components get fed into this. Maybe make it bend downward? Sure, then we can bring stuff in above if we need to. So we'll place it here-ish. Sure. Now what needs to be brought into here? Lubricant needs to be brought to here. That might be a challenge from over here. Let's see. Is it just iron plates? It might just be iron plates. Into the top and bottom here. And then what's the extra that gets brought in for these? Electronic circuits. Okay, so this is green electronic circuits. Gotcha. We can bring some of those in directly across here. There. Green electric circuits. This is iron plates. So just a row of iron plates across here and then split it probably. Yeah, we'll come off here. So honestly, the last thing is lubricant. Well, we need 9 assembly machine 2s, and these are all 2, 3. It's like a weird combination of 1s and 2s. 14 2s and 4 1s. Okay. Five more of those. Just a moment here. There we go. Okay. So we queued up most of what we need there. What else is ghosted? No beacons or anything. These are requester chests. That's gonna be a problem. We will make them passive provider chests for now. Because the crates can stay. Could also upgrade all of this, really. So what is being made? Deer wheels so far. Okay, lubricant's being brought down and around here. We could actually probably just bring it in from down here, and this pipe will be unnecessary. Lubricant. So we were making that. Actually, that won't be too hard. We can just cross it over here. But where is it currently? Lubricant is made from heavy oil. Do we just want to pull heavy oil off? We don't have anything in here making lubricant. We're cracking the heavy oil, actually. So yeah, I think we could just pull it off here, make our own lubricant. Is it as simple as that? Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and use... Do we make extra chemical plants before? I don't think so. I think we made exactly what we used. So let's just make one for now. We were also making lubricant up here, but let's just check on it really quick. That may actually be too far up. We're using this. We're making lubricant here. This still has tons to be used up, though. Lubricant's being brought down to here. Could bring it over. It's gonna run out one day. We need it to be future-proof, so we're gonna start making it down here. Or do we just want to make it up here? Kind of pipe up the heavy oil. Decisions, man. This is the end result. Heavy oil. This gets cracked into light oil. Let's use it from here. Ish. Yeah, that all goes into here. Okay. Let's use it from here. Let's bring it off of this. It's actually already coming off. There we go. To over here. New chemical plant. Where'd it go? There you are. You're gonna make lubricant. Easy as that. Pipe. We want to just up and across. Let's just make sure. We need to come in over here. We come in under here. Across here. Okay, so just under the electric poles if we can. Gotcha. across like that. Ah, almost. Nope, one more. Haha. That was pretty good. Here. There we go. Connect the corners. There we go, lubricant. So you are going to be making a thing that you don't know about yet. But you are primed to go. Are you guys going yet? You're not. There you go. How are these working? They're passing down, passing over. How often does it actually pull down? That's interesting. Is that what the requester chest allows for? Surely not. Because at this rate it would only make these if this is full. To one stack and see what happens. Yeah, that's already limited. That's perfect, actually. Just dump mine in there. Oh, you just brought me some of those. Okay, thanks. See if these fill up. Because honestly, yeah, we may need to reroute this just a little bit to come off of here. And like split maybe. Because we don't have requester chests yet, but we are pretty close to getting them. This is almost done. And then the logistics. Yeah, we can actually research. Well, no, we need yellow science. Ha 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 ha. Do we already know about yellow science? Utility science. I think we researched it already, right? We did. These blue processing units. Yeah, so this is a whole other thing. We almost have logistics 3 though. Okay, so this is full. This is stopped. This is filling up. So I'm thinking that when this is done, when this stack completes to 50, then we'll start seeing this pull off. Oh, you go higher than 50. These only go to 50, but those go to 100. Ah, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Do we have any built up here? 12. Oh, they came and took them away. I forgot, I had those auto-junked, didn't I? Yes, I did. So we want those auto-trashed as well. Any yellow splitters? We don't. We can make sure that we don't while we upgrade things. Okay, so now they're being passed down. And these look like they're sharing. So really they're just going in the wrong order. Blue can now be told to be made. Energy weapon damage, we'll turn that on for now. So these need to be underground blues, regular blues, blue splitters, is that right? They match? Yes, they match. and then rotate. Yes. So they're being made. So that's pretty awesome. We could actually start requesting some of those for our own inventory. Do we want those now instead of red? Well, I don't know. These are going to be kind of choked for a moment. Especially while this blueprint's being made down here. But our robots are on it. You need red. Okay, so I need to get red on this conveyor belt, don't I? You're good. You're good. Okay, so yes. Oh, also, what happened here? Did this get rotated? Because you've got some green... Okay, whatever. Let's bring red in here then. Let's say you load from this side like that. Oh, you're going up. Why are you going up? What happened here? Okay, we have room here. Ish. Snake it under. So we're going to upgrade all of those. Some of these diagrams, you can't really tell what needs to be loaded onto the belts, so it kind of sneaks up on you. So you're not getting all your iron gear wheels. They're being snagged over here, which means you guys aren't making them fast enough. I mean, I guess it'll be fine. You're getting some. Okay. So really right now, these are being upgraded. We're waiting for these blue belts to be brought down to complete this. And this is going to just be slowly working its way to completion. We won't have beacons yet. We won't have the fast chips in them yet, but they'll start producing some, which will be great. These need assembly machine 3s as well. What research gets us assembly machine 3? Let's see. Automation 3. Let's go ahead and switch to this. We'll start researching that. And then take speed modules in order to... Was it speed module 1? Yes, it was. Okay. So we need to produce speed modules and get started on that as well. Those we can make in our pocket, but we might as well start machines making them. They take green and red. So green and red line right here. Let's combine them a little higher here. Okay, Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take these off. Take this out. Okay, we can actually probably just do it right here, but let's split these. Down to here. I mean, we have room for a couple if we want, and we're going to tear this out later too, because they're being produced over here on the left. But let's take our assembly machine 1 here, or 2. Let's get a couple of arms into it so they load quickly. And you make speed modules. Offload into a passive provider chest. Cheers. So we could actually take one and put it in there. Speed it up a little bit. Is it useful to put speed in these, or would it be more useful to put efficiency, or not efficiency, productivity? Machine will create extra products at a cost of increased energy and reduced speed. Productivity +4. Pollution +5. What does our pollution look like lately? Pretty big, but not getting any alerts that we're having any of our walls destroyed. They're getting pretty close, though. Also have kind of a blind spot here. It's actually kind of near where we're at. Let's see. Yeah, just up to the north here. So we have another radar. We don't. Let's make one real quick and plop one up here. Where did radar go? There it is. Okay, we're all good. We're pulling off of this twice. Let's copy this. Is there a way to... There isn't really a way... You have to have them all pick up the stuff for you. I wish there was a way to just kind of overwrite and upgrade to the thing that you copied. There we go. All good. There we go, because this was being pulled off up here, so it's kind of choking this first row. There we go. Probably the same with red here. Let's take a look. We really just need to balance this every time we see something being pulled off. That's not kosher. Like, I know I did that initially, but nah. Yeah, because that was kind of choking this. Okay, that looks good. Let's go up a little bit higher just to make sure that it was good up at the top as well. Okay, this is just being pulled off as a whole as well. This. So ideally we actually just have it do that. Oof, okay. Wow. And then it just balances every time. What about this left side here though? Can we get that to even out? Why do I keep doing that? So we want that to go up and around and to there. Yep, that's ideal. And this is just the one that's feeding both, okay. Bunch of dust in my nose. Okay. So we could probably increase red production. That looks like that's kind of choked. How's this coming along down here first? Let's take a look. So we still need some undergrounds. Is that a ghosted red? Or is that a ghost of a... No, the red's there, but it's a ghost of a beacon. So mostly it's these undergrounds. And I need to figure out what goes on these, if anything. No, this is loading it, okay. Does something need to go here? No, this is loading it. Okay. Gotcha. So we're waiting on automation 3. We're waiting on some more undergrounds. Got some iron chests. We can make some ourselves. Don't know why exactly it uses iron chests, but okay. What else do we have? The arms are good. Pipes are good. Pipes, though. What are the pipes for? These make the blues, and the blues need sulfuric acid, so this pipe needs to have sulfuric acid brought into it. And did we do that already? What are these making? Yeah, they're making sulfuric acid. Gotcha. We hit Alt at some point. There we go. I was wondering exactly why it wasn't showing. So we did the sulfuric acid. We're good. It's not in the pipe, though. It's controlled by this. It's controlled by a need. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, back up here. All these have been upgraded. They're not getting the iron gear wheels. Let's just stop that at 1 for right now. We'll expand that later. So that has to get to 100 though. Thing is, these are still going. Okay. Stop that. You can stop that. In fact, actually, let's just tell that you only go up to 1. You also, we'll let you go to 5. You only go to 1. Gotcha. This, yeah, no. You go to 1. You only go to 1. Good. These are already set. Perfect. Now once the main blue belts gets up to 100 here, we should start to see more gear wheels available for the underground and the splitters. Gotcha. Automation 3 is about 2/3 of the way done. That's great. We didn't have to pull this all the way down, did we? 40 of them already. That's really good. Which ones of these wanted... Oh, we wanted them down here. So this is a provider chest. So as soon as these are constructed... then they can be delivered. We also need to make productivity modules, but those are productivity 3. Oh, those are also speed 3. So those aren't going to be made anytime soon. We were making the speed modules for what? Oh, they need to be used to make... Was it... It wasn't the blue chips. There was some component that required them. And now I'm blanking. The production of... That's what it was. These automation 3s. Assembly machine 3s, rather. They require 4 speed module 1s. So we're just going to let these keep going because we'll just let them stack up. Why not? Honestly, I don't know if we would need more than like 5 stacks of those. That might still be excessive. Okay, did this? Yeah. Good, these look good now. These are being pulled. Follow them. This is all starting to look good. Substation. I guess we had one in our inventory. Do we make some substations? Cool. So this is going to be our output. I don't know why it outputs a signal. They may have just put it on there so that we have an indicator for what needs to go there. Which may also be what these combinators are for. So if they don't turn on when everything is built, then we'll just replace them with the appropriate... Yeah, a combinator can be a pipe anyway. Can it? I guess it can. Interesting. Anyway, yes, we'll bring the blues over and down. They'll be loaded onto here. We could also send them up, at least to where the others stop. It'd be kind of a weird reverse bus right there, but I think that would be fine. We'll do that and that. Yeah? No. One more up. There we go. And then that. And we just need to rotate these. Can we copy a rotation and paste them like that? I think I just need to run up run down much more slowly. We gotta be getting there soon. Yeah, here we go. Stop there. Zoom out some. Oh, we can ride this down. Let's get off the belts for a second. Alright, so just in case anything needs blue belts up there, they'll get some. Pretty sure that these combinators don't need to be here. We all done? Maybe? Kind of? Let's see if we're actually building up a surplus of undergrounds, then we'll know that we are. 14. I think we're good. That means we can open this back up if we want. It's going to allow them to have a whole row. Actually, honestly, kind of want to allow this to be like too. Alright, so now we can make the automation 3 assembly machine 3s. Let's go back to energy weapons. How many assembly machine 3s did we need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. How many can we make in our pocket? We need those speed modules. And iron plates, of all things. Just stand in the middle here and grab from 2 different belts. Oh no, I rotated something. That's the worst. There we go. Stand back here again. There we go. Grab those. So we need 19 of these. This might take a while to make, but... So that was the first 10. It's the next 5. We need 4 more. There's the other 4. Grab some more iron just in case we need it for something else. Let's throw away this sulfur. We honestly don't need all these walls in our inventory. Take some of those away. Pumps and everything. Okay, we're good for now. Well, we don't need all these inserters either. So, are we still yet to make our first 5? Yep, there we go. Okay, so they still have a request for the modules. To remember to not upgrade these, I believe. Yeah, because we have red going under blue. Ooh, okay. Still feel like there's possibly something that I'm forgetting. Let's just go ahead and... Stuff is being pumped through things. We still have to make the rest of these buildings. Oh snap. Do you have everything you need? You still need green. Which are being made up here. Ish, or will be made up here. All these iron gear wheels, that's what's taking so long. 80 of them. We don't have beacons yet, do we? If we did, I don't remember researching them at all. I'm not even sure what menu they would be in. Probably one of these. Like this one. Or this one. Nope, not yet. I didn't think so. Alright, our last 4. Oh, it still needs all these 11 more speed modules. I bet we could pick up some more. 7. Place them, my pretties. We're producing blues yet? Not yet. Almost. They're getting the greens that they need. They need 20. We shall see them soon. Oh, those speed modules take forever to make in your pocket. Hey, there's a blue chip. We have made one. Glorious. They're just coming out on one side. I might do the little tricky share on both sides deal, like that. Is that all of them? No, we have another red that needs to be made here. Another assembly machine that is meant to make red circuits to increase efficiency a little bit more. Come on, we're almost done. Oh, I just realized you can't really see the construction. Yeah, there we go, all done. Now you're making reds. Is this choking out our greens? No, I mean, we're making the greens that we need right here. Awesome. So what do you normally wait for? You wait for greens? I wonder if we can get our own greens onto this belt as well. Here. Yeah. Yeah, this blueprint right here is supposed to help with solo creating blue circuits, which we have them being made down here. Blueprint also called for some efficiency modules that we don't have researched just yet, and also beacons, but I'm going to leave the ghosts there because when we get the beacons we'll know exactly where to place them. But I think that if we get our green circuits down onto here, if we can, I don't know if I can get an underground belt this far. You know what? A blue underground belt might stretch that far. Let's grab one and see. It's about time that we actually replaced what we have in the middle here. And actually grab some blue stuff. Maybe. Kinda nice to upgrade. Yeah, let's go ahead and change these as well. 50 of those, 50 of those, and 100 of those at all times. Thank you. So let's see see if the underground goes as far as I think it might. If it had to come in here... Oh, nice. Okay, so we could stretch it to here, which means that we could pull off here. Go under to here. And we could actually feed our own greens onto here. Did that do what I wanted it to do? I don't know that it did. We need greens on this belt at least. Hey, thank you for the follow. And then this creates greens and puts them onto this belt. So when these reds here get their greens, where do they come from? They come from over here. They come from this one. So let's get some onto this as well. Say, you know, we're balancing this. Not a perfect balance, but just those two. Let's bring it over like this. On this save, probably 30 to 40 maybe. I've been playing kind of slow. So that's loaded in here. So this is still waiting for greens as well. Where does this get its greens? From right here? Yes, these are greens. So if we could load onto this as well, which we could just bring them around from the top. It's kind of a hack way to do it. But what I'm thinking is that we could supplement this with our excess that we're producing elsewhere. And that'll kind of speed it up, at least for now. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go underground for a bit. Oh, nice, okay. We're just kind of researching things that we're not really using just yet. Follower robots for combat. We haven't even started making combat robots, but we can if we want to. Okay, so let's bring that to here, and then down and out. Curve this down. Bring you over. Actually snake you around. Like that, as funny as that looks. And actually move this over. Let's do it this way. Let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. I do hope that's supposed to be each side there. Green. Yeah, it's kind of what this is. This is a casual run. I started when 0.17 update came out, but I've only been playing about 2 hours every week. 2.5 hours streams on Wednesdays. My Monday streams are City Skylines, so I've been kind of splitting my time between the two. So how quickly does this use green? It looks like it is incredibly quickly. But we don't have anything else below this using the green, so from what I'm seeing here, it will use this quite quickly, but I don't think it'll choke anything out. Everything else that uses our green circuits are much higher up here. We will definitely want to balance this out again for later. We don't want to forget to do it, so we might as well just go ahead. Every time this track comes up, I always miss it until I realize I've been listening to the same loop for like 5 minutes. Okay, let's grab a copy of this balancer here. The map settings, you know, it's been a few weeks, so I don't remember exactly. I'm just going to use blue there. I don't remember exactly. I used standard settings for the most part. Standard difficulty on the biters, And all that I really raised in order to make it a little easier on myself, since this is a casual playthrough, is I raised resources. I didn't max them out, though. I think I made them rich, but not very rich, if I remember correctly. So some of these, yeah, like that iron ore deposit has 10 million. This one over here, 22 million, 5.3 million. The one that we originally started with up here still has 4.3 million. So that way we wouldn't have to necessarily spread out as quickly. But that's really all that I tweaked. Maybe a little bit with the new settings where you could choose how much is grass and how much is desert, but I don't remember the exact settings for that. So blue is being produced, which is awesome. And now that blue's being produced, we can actually look at what we need for yellow science. That's blue processing units, flying robot frames, and low density structures. We were making flying robot frames elsewhere. We could probably make that more efficient as well. Let's take a look at where we were originally producing them and see if it was fast enough, which I don't think so. We also did choose to send some of our blue circuits up this left side here, even though all of the other bus travels south, just in case we decided to use blue for anything up here. I don't know that we will, but those lanes weren't being used for anything all the way up through this whole stretch, so they stop here. We were using them to bring walls down for military science. Just the right one, too, I believe. So if we really, really needed to, we could use that left lane and go all the way up, but I don't like to reverse very much. I normally just increase the richness of oil because it's annoying having to transport it from low. Yeah, when I discovered oil is so scarce on this map too. Our first oil is right down here in kind of the southern area of our base. Originally it wasn't even the southern area of our base. Our base cut off like up here, and then we expanded down to kind of cover it, but our nearest oil otherwise is like down over here. And honestly, I don't even know where else. There's a bunch over here. That would be kind of cool to go on a mission to go get that eventually. But, yeah. So oil is going to be kind of a pain. It also looks like uranium is pretty scarce too. There's some over here to the right, and there's some up here. So we have all of our arms. Here's our solar array. Our purple science is being brought up here. Oh yeah, we ran past it. We were looking for our robot frames, which I believe are actually just down below military science. I got distracted. I was talking about our our advanced circuits over there. Okay, so here, that's where we're creating the cliff dynamite. Yeah, it would be a lot. Now, then you have to decide whether or not you want to barrel it and transport it by train or not. That would be a whole ordeal. Where are they, actually? Oh, they're up here. They're right here. So we were making robot frames here. We stopped creating robots, but this can make the frames. How quickly were they being made? Not very. But we also can put some efficiency modules in here, or we can redo this whole idea. Because if we're using it to make science, then we want something that's a little bit better. Yeah, I've used them before, but then you end up with like empty barrels, and then you don't want to overproduce the empty barrels because you get them back again after you train them somewhere. So like, I don't know. I'll have to see what the best practice is for that now. Because I also played not just the last expansion, or not expansion, but the last update, but like 2 years ago updates. So a lot's been added and changed, and so the 0.17 kind of got me back into wanting to try it out. So I think I was talking about that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I wanted to just do a casual playthrough to check out the new stuff without having any kind of major goal other than getting to the end. And kind of my playstyle for this has been figure it out on your own first, or at least the bare components figured out on your own first, even if it's a little spaghetti. And then later, you can go ahead and make a better version by copying a blueprint. But I didn't want everything just to be copy-paste blueprint, and that's not fun to watch, right? So hopefully it's kind of fun to watch me make mistakes, but try to do my best. This right here was a blueprint that I got online for all of these different belts, but I had originally made red belts myself with these 3 columns here. So I may tear them out in just a bit because the new, much more efficient system here is working. But yeah, so far so good. We've got about another 10 or 15 minutes or so for the night, so let's see what else we can accomplish. Those flying robot frames required a lot of components, didn't they? Let's go back up here for just a moment and take a look again. It requires batteries, and that was one of the more odd components to get a hold of. We just moved our chemical plant because we made a more efficient version of it. It requires steel, batteries, green circuits, and red electric engine units. And the red engine units require lubricant, yellow engines. So all of this is already chained together here. So we've already kind of accomplished this on our own. So I would not consider it necessarily too cheaty to look up a blueprint for yellow science. I'm so invested in trying to get everything perfect first time in my world, but that won't last long. Yeah, no, you could see, I try to avoid spaghetti, but then it just ends up happening anyway. I don't think it looks too bad. I did try to space things out as much as I could and leave them labeled where I could to, keep things from crossing over each other too much. Using a bus in general helps with that, but yeah, you can kind of see like things end up lapping back over themselves. This is where our old chemical plant was, and we had these storage tanks fill up. So when the chemical plant got ripped out and moved down here to the south, the much more efficient blueprinted version, we still had all of these storage tanks. So I left in the lubricant and the chemical plant that's making the solid fuel out of the light until it actually uses all this up eventually. It may not, but so there's stuff like that will still be here, but we'll clean it up as we see it. Let me actually do a quick search for yellow science. I know the sciences have had a lot of ingredient changes in the new update, so let's make sure we do a 0.17 yellow science blueprint. Let's take a look and see what we have. Blueprints. Now this is for every science. I don't want a blueprint for every science. I've already made most of them myself. Yellow science tileable. Ooh, that is ginormous, but okay. That looks like that's what's required. Just a moment here. Let me take a look and see if we have everything that we need for this one. I left so much empty space around the bus for expansion. There's like a 15 tile gap between everything. I probably should have done that. That's a good idea, and I didn't think about that at all when I started this. So you can see I built right up next to my bus for this whole area. Now as we expand down to the south here, I could probably start to do that more, like leave some more space next to the bus. But that seems like that's a good practice. This needs green, blue. This needs to have batteries belted in. Otherwise we have everything else. Okay. Let me copy the blueprint for this if I can. Copy to clipboard. Import the string. Okay. So this actually wants to bring a whole, like, 4 belts of copper over. But alright, let's see how this works. We'll do it at the bottom of the belt, or bottom of the bus if we have enough room. Haven't even set up green yet. Green, what did I end up doing for green? Did I do that on my own? Let's see. They're up here. I did originally, I believe, and then I pulled in a blueprint for it. So there's a cool blueprint I found for green that looks like this. So that just pulls in the copper, but it looks like we're not producing as efficiently as we could because we're not getting enough copper pumped in. It's actually good that we took a look at this, so we should up our copper production, especially if we're going to be using copper plates the way that this yellow science wants us to. So yeah, there's green, and then red looks more like this. And you have to actually bring in your own greens for that from somewhere else. So this doesn't actually produce the greens. It assumes that you have the green circuits already on a bus. And I've got 2 of those. This is tileable. And then blue ended up being, I mean, you kind of saw blue when you first came on, but blue ended up being this huge thing down here. They just get more and more ginormous every time, but this is the apparently very compact version of blue. Let's see if we can do something about copper really quick, because we still haven't upgraded our copper from using coal and smelting the old-fashioned way. We didn't really need to until now. Yeah, it's being choked out everywhere. Let's go up here and finally upgrade our copper. We haven't touched it since the beginning, I don't think. Not much anyway. All right, yeah, we'll put a stop to it for a moment. Can't craft anything. I'm trying to auto misses everything else, like belts and assemblers first, then do science. Oh, sorry about Streamlabs getting on to you about the language. That's a setting that I still need to kind of tweak, but I don't really mind that much. Alright, so let me cut this off for a moment. And then, oh, that's not great. Okay, let's cut this off as well. Let's pick up all of the smaller items so that we don't make our robots do it, because otherwise it takes forever. Let's go ahead and get some robots headed our way to junk this coal. Junk the rest of the coal. And use a deconstruction planner on pretty much everything right there. Not even sure what you said. Yeah, no, I mean, if that's the message, if that's all you said, because I can't craft anything, I'm trying to auto misses everything else, like belts and assemblers first, then do... You said assemblers, and I bet it thought you said ass. Sorry about that. Kind of hilarious, though. Okay, so we'll pull these out for just a moment. We don't need this coal anymore. I don't even know if the coal needs to keep going where it's going, but we'll just kind of allow it to. Let's go copy our smelting column from iron while the robots clean that up. We'll grab one from over here. One of these kind of medium-sized ones here. Let's say copy from this square over to here. Yeah, I think that's perfect. They may need a little help. Let's help them. I know, it is the most useful item. Alright, so this needs to head this direction. Both of those will go into there. Perfect. And then they'll come out here. We will upgrade our main belts to blue eventually. We may need to manually... Nope. Looks like we were already making those. Thank you, robot friends. We have some more headed this way. I would hope that we have red belts. Yeah, they're coming. They're just a little further away. Electricity's connected. Stop for some breakfast. Yeah, I'll go ahead and place blue here. Why not? kind of rush them out from underneath the arms. It'd be a very boring game if you had to handcraft everything. Yeah, in your pocket. I wonder if that's a challenge. No, you can't handcraft everything. You have to have like some things done in assembly machines that you can't make in your pocket, like the engines, the things that need chemicals. But yeah, if you had to like make everything in your pocket all the way up to the rocket, that would probably take a few years, considering how exponential everything is here. Construction robots are my friend. I rushed to them, which is why some of the stuff around like robotics and everything is just kind of like a little spaghetti, because I was like, no, I need to get those as quickly as I can. You know what? This, I don't know. Let's see if this chokes out or if this stays pretty well saturated. It looks like it may be using it faster than it's getting, which would be fine. But I'm thinking I might expand this just a little bit more if the copper ore can keep up. So we can take this out, and we can maybe put 4. 4 might be stretching it. We might actually use more copper than we're getting if we do that, but you know what? No risk, or high risk, high reward. I always thought that robots were late game, but it only takes red and green science. Yeah, and I think that it's a little bit easier to get them in 0.17 than it used to be, maybe? I could be wrong, but I feel like I got to them sooner than I used to. Braking Force. I haven't even made a vehicle yet. We've already got Braking Force 2 being researched. We have some more. Yeah, we have the rest coming. We're only making like the 1 column of copper. Let's kind of see. Even if it's not completely saturated, but if it were, like this stretch right here is completely saturated, what does that end up looking like? Ish. Is that the speed that we're making it? I guess with those, it's making it a little bit faster. So it may get a little bit more saturated, but let's kind of run down some, see what this starts to look like. We just pulled 2 off right here, just directly. But this is what we were looking at initially that looked choked out, right? So is copper going to make it all the way down to the bottom? At this rate, possibly no. So we do have another copper option. Do we have time tonight to do it? Maybe. So our train is bringing in loads of iron, and it really helped our iron production. I think that we could make it happen with copper as well. Let's hop on the train and take it over. Should be coming back any minute now. Our train comes and unloads into these chests. They're pretty full. They're slowly being unloaded at the speed of whatever we're smelting. How are we doing on the solid fuel? That was manual. We could probably drop a few more in there. Okay, let's hop in the train. I don't think it's going to unload the whole thing. It's going to fill up the chests and then stop. We haven't done much with trains yet either. We've just got this one train that goes back and forth to the new iron patch. We could tell it to manually just go. Just waiting for 60 seconds to pass. And we're almost there. We'll just let it unload. We'll let it do its thing. We have it set to wait 60 seconds or have completely empty cargo. It's only like half unloaded, so we're about to go. Let's take a ride. It's not too far. It's just down here. Okay. So here, we're bringing in just iron from these 2 iron patches. We have a copper patch right here with a lot of copper. And I think that if we pull off of this, we could get another, like, car or 2 on there. What's the maximum number of cars a train can have? Can we Google that? Every time I used the train, the tracks would always be in the way of something I want to build. Yeah, I kind of try to, like, plan my train. The last couple of bases that I've built, I planned my train, like, somewhere near the top of the base and kind of carve out some space for it and let it pull in from the top, at the top of the bus. Smelt everything up there and then have it kind of trickle down the bus. Because, yeah, otherwise you just end up with it taking up space, and then you have to make your belts go underneath it and everything, and your gates for your wall have to open for it. Hiccups, excuse me. Okay, let's see here. Factorio train max length. Maximum train length. The train now has 57 cargo wagons, 28 fluid wagons, and 7 artillery wagons. It used 100 logs to travel a distance of 5 tiles. 81 cargo wagons. Okay, so you can have tons of wagons, it sounds like. Okay, that sounds insane. We're not going to do all that, but what we will probably do is bring in some copper to right here and load up onto 3 sets of copper, sure. We may have to move this down then. Let's go ahead and, if we take it out, let's actually go to the train for a moment. Let's set it to manual. And then I bet if we erase this stop, it will break the... Okay, New Irontown doesn't exist anymore, but it's still programmed in. That's good. Okay. Let's let this... Let's say if you continue down some... We may delete some of this in a moment. Let's just get some extra space on there. Let's copy this side. That would need to go here. And then, I don't think I have all of the parts that I need for that, but I just need the ghosts on the ground. And then let's copy this side. And say, if that goes there. Hey! Yeah, I know, you caught me in like my last 10 minutes. Thanks for joining, though. I don't think there's a maximum, you just need to add more trains to the cargo wagons, otherwise it's unbearably slow. Okay, we'll see what 6 does. It may be fine for us, considering how quickly everything's unloading. But we'll bring copper into here, and then that means the stop probably needs to go... right... there? Does that seem right? Let's take a look at that now. One more. How's that working? Does that seem... because it was... here. So it would go here. Yeah, that's right. Good. Okay, we can delete these then. Now this stop is... New Irontown again. Does that mean that this programming... Yeah, okay, so the programming gets to say, so automatic, pulls up to New Irontown. It'll get loaded weird for a moment. Oh, you know what we need to do, actually? Set it back to manual before it pulls off. We need to actually add the other cars to it. We need 3 more cars. So we'll build those, and we'll leave it parked there for a moment. We're not even, like, loading the copper in here. I forgot that we did go ahead and chain our logistics network over here, so all these parts can be brought over. That's awesome. Copper is really only going to come from this one patch, so we actually need like 6. What are we doing? There we go. We need 6 individual lanes coming off of here. Otherwise we're splitting it and there's almost no point in having 3. This is probably overkill, but I don't necessarily mind that much. Let's bring these 3 over so that they cross up here. And just in case we decide to continue our train track beyond this, let's bring them under. So we're going to bring this. Can we curve that? Oh, they're going up. Right. Doi. Down like that. There we go. A little messy. Bring you over and up. And then finally this one. Up. What do we not have? We don't have all these steel chests. What is that? 18? These guys need power. Oh, they were down below. Let's keep our symmetry. I think what we'll do here is have these come from here, and then kind of keep these together if I can. Oh, I've run out. I've used my 100 blue belts that I brought with me, and no one has come to deliver me more yet. Okay, so that's the idea here. So let's go ahead and start planning out where our mining drills are going to go here. We want 6 lanes. If we can make that happen, let's see. Let's come all the way out to the edge. Let's get a couple here. And then here. I don't have a good blueprint for this, but we can just kind of manually make this work. And we'll have another lane here. Now, honestly, if you space these out, how many lanes do we get? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, and then we can just kind of have this extra. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Okay, so let's say copy these, we'll put them there. I should have put power poles in between them. Those are not spaced correctly. We want one more space up. There we go. We won't need that one. That's barely mining anything, but it's getting something, so we'll leave it. Do we want any over here? Sure. Get those little bits there. And some right there. Let's ghost some blue. Down here. Let's also put down some roboports here, because that might be why we're not getting our delivery just yet. Let's see. We'll kind of offset it a little bit. Put one there. Let's get some roboport coverage here. Let's get one there. A little high here on this side. Let's run closer. We're using long reach here, but I am okay with using long reach on roboports. I don't find them to be too cheaty, because you have to look at it from so far away just to make sure everything connects, you know? Let's get some coverage down here too. Nope. Uranium processing, that's another thing that I need to look at, because that works completely different than just about anything else in the game, so maybe we'll get into that in the next episode, or in a couple episodes, honestly. Alright, so that covers the whole train station. let's make sure that we have our power lines touching. Let's let's run one. Let's go up the side here. There's that one. We're going to have power all through here, but let's connect here, and we'll just come up and over here like that. So all these roboports are connected. Let's go ahead and get the other drills in here. Let's copy this set. There we go. Let's do another copy here of this maybe set. There we go. That should cover just about everything. And then we can ghost in our blue belts here. See if we can get all 6 to connect down here. Let's bring this one down. It's gotta come around our... It actually doesn't need to be right there. There we go. So this will be kind of fun connecting all these. Oh, thanks. They're bringing me railroad. It took them that long to get the railroad tracks to me. Yeah, see, I probably could have put all this in before I copied and pasted these, because I've still got to run electricity as well. Okay, Sarah. Bring this down. You know, let's take out this rock. Okay. This is going to be like 100 times more copper than we ever had. Oops. There we go. Also don't need, I just noticed that we had placed one at the top of these. We don't need those. This is going to be super satisfying once it all comes together. And the last one here. How far up do you go? You come up to here. I'm like half ghosting these and half actually building them because they're bringing me some now. Okay. So these 6 need to match up down here. So the way this is going to work... Is this actually lined up? Oh man, it actually did line up perfectly. Super satisfying. Those 3 go down to the bottom. No, we can, I don't know why I'm drawing all this on. We can just do this. Okay. And then, what else are we? We're missing a row of stack inserters. Right there. And we need to run electricity between all of these. This will be fun. And by fun, I mean tedious. Let's get in here a little closer. If we do this right, we can probably power 4 at a time. You know what? We don't have any substations though, do we? Those would be better to use, but we don't really have... No, I'll still use the mediums for now. Let's do like 2 here. So we'll just kind of like click and hold and let it go as far as it will. I think that's gonna power everything. Yeah, they're yellow. That didn't work. Or did it? Is it all yellow? Yeah, it's all yellow on that column too. It's nice to see them all turn on. Thank you for bringing me those. And then we just need some for the outskirts here. Looks like there's one up here that needs some. And some over here on the sides. Oh, and you're not even aligned. There you go. Great. So we actually have some copper making its way down already. This is awesome. This is going to take a while, I'm sure, to actually build out, but just looking at it looks awesome. We built our 3 extra, where did they go? Cargo wagons, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's put our engine back on there. Do you still have the same rule set? You do. Also, let's get you fueled back up. Turn you back on automatic. You go unload. So it's going to pull into the station and have nowhere to unload its copper yet. Oh wow, these guys are really making a trek very slowly. Some are making it quickly, but some are not. I think I'll let them sort that out. I mean, I guess we could connect this a little bit better. I don't know. I think we're fine. They'll figure it out. Stuff seems to be making its way down here. That's the important part. Let's go ahead and paint one of these on. Could also put a balancer on here, but it might not be necessary. All of these should just be loading. Once they all get filled in. Oh man, are you coming towards me? You are. These are my robots that were chasing me around. Thanks, guys. Alright, the train should be coming back. There it goes. Nothing's going to load up for copper just yet, but let's make sure it aligns. Nope, 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 that's not good. I wasn't paying any attention to that. It needs to be down one more further. I'll let that load up. I don't really mind. Or actually, you know what? That's not good, is it? You just move. There you go. Move forward. Oh, wow. Okay. That's actually probably going to be a pain to undo. So let's do this. Let's say, take you off, take you off. Put the engine back on the end. Take you off. Modern problems require modern solutions. You're backwards. I love that as long as you keep one engine on, they keep their logistics or their programming that you've given them. Okay, so what's this? How'd you get a bunch of solid fuel? Oh, I know what happened. Up at the other station, that's where they, it's intending to load the engine on the far end, but it loaded the solid fuel in. Okay, so let's take this out, extend the track, and then figure out where that needs to be one more time, only this time one more space down. So that should be it, right? We're actually missing another part. We're missing that. So the train pulls up. That seems like it's off. I'm gonna guess and hope that it's right. That it's actually this one. Nope. Come back. We'll do it over here. This needs to be named New Irontown again. Just go to New Irontown, turn around, come back. When you get here, I hope you pull up snugly. Oh hey, lab research speed. Here it comes, fingers crossed. Oh, it's one too far. Go back to Twitchville and actually just pull out and stop. So it was one too far, it needs to come back in one. That one. Irontown. Come back to New Irontown. Hey, we actually have copper. And that's one too far to the left. Seems off. Like, it was lining up perfectly. Let me just make another train stop really quick and see. So that was one... yeah, it's like one too far in each direction. Why is that? Can't, like... strange. Well, I mean, it's not hurting anything, aside from the fact that we'd have to move everything down by one. Ugh. Sounds terrible. So what we'll do then is we will place it here for now. We'll actually remove this arm. far end from each one. So eventually these chests will get unloaded and we can move everything down by one. Yeesh. Okay. But I think that's going to be the best bet for now. And then when we move everything down by one, then we can place the chest on this end and just slightly scoot everything down by one square. So this is actually looking really cool. I don't know if everything is filled in, but it kind of looks like it is. Yeah, they're all moving. How's our electricity? Production, satisfaction, good. Let's tell our train. Oh, we don't have New Iron Town named again. Yet again. New Iron Town. Pull back into New Iron Town. Okay. At least they're not loading into the wrong cars. And then we'll take the train back. We'll let them go ahead and load up. Nice. So it's set to leave once it's full. This always fills up. So what's going to happen is we're going to get there. It's going to try to load solid fuels into this car. Since it's full, that shouldn't be a problem for us now. We'll switch it to manual when we get up there. In fact, we actually might want to switch it to manual to park just outside of the city right here. Oh, so close. Okay. Let's back up. We'll need to extend this a bit. Okay, let's get out here. We are going to want to stop this solid fuel thing here. Oh, you know what? We don't have enough room. Let's get rid of junk from our inventory. We don't need the walls right now. Let's move this. So we're going to need a similar offloading setup just on the other side over here. We're going to need to extend this over just a little bit. I can already tell. Let's make sure that the train is plenty out of the way. Honestly, we may not be able to curve it correctly. We'll try. It's always a pain to get the curve just right, but let's just extend it for now and fix it in a moment. Let's take out this. Electricity is good here. Okay. Let's copy what we have on this side. Rotate it. We need to unload from here. That would be perfect. Okay, so the train can start curving immediately after this. Can we get it to line up? Oh, we can. Oh, that's perfect. So now we're gonna have copper ore coming off of here. We can have some copper smelting in here and then have it join onto this line. Let's see. It gets really clogged right here. Yeah, we don't want multiple lines to come in this same way. What we'll do is we'll find another way to get the copper that's being smelted onto the bus. And we will do that next time because we've actually gone over by about a half an hour. But yeah, we'll probably just bring it in right here underneath the science, maybe. Yeah, we'll smelt it up over here, bring it down and in. But I think that that is going to do it for this evening. This morning now, it's after midnight. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will be back on tomorrow. We're going to try to have a party game stream. It's something I've been planning for a little while. I don't know if Thursday will be the permanent day for it, but we're going to try it tomorrow. We're trying to do some 4-player party games and just kind of have some casual chat with some other streamers and some friends of mine. So try to tune in for that if you can, and I'll be back with City Skylines on Monday and some more Factorio next Wednesday if I don't have any bonus streams in between. But if you miss anything, or if you'd like to go back and see any of my previous episodes, I've got them all listed as highlights here on the Twitch channel and also over on my YouTube channel. I upload everything over there as well, so you can find those links on my channel in the details. But again, as always, I'll see you next time. Have a good night.